Alright, what's up, hoes? It's Hot Master Flex. If you haven't realized that by now. Time to make a little fucking video. And we're gonna review the Batman versus Superman movie that I seen last night at midnight. Alright, let's see. Let's first off say that the movie was fucking trash. Okay? Let's just be honest. Let's get that shit out right out of the gate. Zack Snyder needs to be fucking canned as a writer, as a director. He needs to just go. Like, he didn't even create one relevant movie in his, like, arsenal of films that he made so far. 300 was not even that great of a fucking movie. It really wasn't. It was cool for, like, one viewing, but then it was just a bunch of CG fucking dog shit, and then it just wasn't really a great movie. People need to get over the fact. I don't know why everybody thought 300 was a badass movie. It wasn't. Like, it was kind of cool. It was entertaining. It was badass in a sense, but like it was cool for like one viewing. But then it's not a movie that like I want to watch again. It's not like fucking Braveheart where like I want to watch the movie over and over and over, and it feels like a brand new viewing every single time I view it. This one, it's like, it's just so, I don't even know how to like approach this review. Like, Man of Steel was just a superior movie in every single form or fashion, and that's also made by Zack Snyder. So, I mean, I guess I'll give him that pass. I don't know, it was just seemed much more intense. Like, you were more involved with the character. And, like, especially that scene when he's, like, trying to protect his mother in Man of Steel or whatever. That was just, like, so visceral. It was just so, it was good. I liked it. And the action was on point. Like, that fight in Smallville was, like, the shit. You know, like, the storyline had actually, like, a sequence of events and it, like, made sense. I personally don't like how they branded this movie as Batman v SuperMeh. It's supposed to be a versus movie, but yet they didn't build upon it, and then the actual fight is like 10 minutes long, if that. It's short as hell, and the reason why they fight isn't built upon, they didn't build a feud between them. It was forced via a cop-out. Like, Superman, I don't want to fucking spoil it. So, spoiler alert. Superman, excuse me. Superman doesn't even fucking want to fight Batman. That's the thing. It was like it's Lex Luthor forced him to fight fucking Batman. Like, there was so much potential in that movie where they could have built upon the feud. You know what I mean? They could have, like, both been trying to reach a resolution, and they both could have done it in, like, their own separate ways where one didn't agree with another, and then, you know, they would just get into conflict that way where they genuinely both, like, disliked each other, right? They could have built upon that, but they didn't. It was just and then they throw in Doomsday at the end, like, Wonder Woman comes out of nowhere. Like, cool story, bro. What a fucking utter disappointment. Somebody needs to get, like, a real fucking director up in this bitch, because Zack Snyder, as a writer and as a director, he's fucking garbage. It's really that simple. Like, the movie wasn't totally bad, you know what I mean? It wasn't, like, a fucking complete waste. It's a good, you should go see it. It's a good one view, but would I go to view it again? Probably not, you know what I mean? Like, I've viewed Man of Steel multiple times in the movie theaters. That movie was just badass. And the music also on top of this. Oh my god, the music, it was so ridiculous in this. It felt out of place. There wasn't like a good score. The music in Man of Steel, like, it backed up the action, it backed up the drama, it backed up like the human emotion that was felt in the movie. This was just like, the music was just like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, you know what I mean? Oh my god. The Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman is pretty good. They need to just do away with those dream sequences. That needs to, it's like, it seems like those dream sequences were just like a cop-out for Batman to get more fight scenes in the movie, because, like, other than that, like, no, he didn't really, like, have as many fight scenes. Like, he really didn't. He fought Superman, and then, like, he saved Superman's mom, and that was it. Cool story, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they put in some dream sequences when he likes fighting in his fucking dreams, like, in Neverland. That's a cool story, bro. But, like, that was a cop-out. It was just edited in a weird way. They do say that the Blu-ray, the uncut Blu-ray, is supposed to be 3 hours long, and it's supposed to be rated R. Like, the uncut version is supposed to be, like, R-rated. So, maybe that will save it. There's been a few movies out there where, like, the uncut Blu-ray or DVD did actually save movies for me. One of the two big examples right off the top of my head without thinking too much would be Kingdom of Heaven, the Ridley Scott film, which was a movie I saw in the movie theater when it first came out, back when it did, and it was just a disappointment. It was, like, mediocre as fuck. And then they released, you know, the uncut Blu-ray, and that is one of my favorite movies now. Like, the uncut Blu-ray. The same thing happened with World War Z. The theatrical version was fucking trash. Then they released the uncut, like, Blu-ray version, and that movie is so much better. So much better. So, I still have hope for, like, the uncut Blu-ray version. So, I'm still hoping. It's going to be unrated, but, like, we'll see. The fact that it's, like, the uncut version would be rated R if it were to release in the theaters, like the way it is right now, it would have been rated R. So, I mean, that leaves me to believe that there is some hope for this movie. I just think, like, the whole fight was... They could have done more with the fight. And the fight was, like, one-sided. Batman wanted to fight Superman because he was, like, all butthurt. And Superman was basically forced to fight Batman. He didn't really want to fight Batman. He was like, oh, Bruce, I don't want to fight you, but... you know, Bruce was, like, too hard-headed and too butthurt to fucking listen to Superman or whatever. So, like, they had, like, their little bullshit fight. But it was nothing like... It could have been, like, a lot more visceral, man. Like, the fight that he had between Zod and shit. Like, yo, in the Man of Steel, he had the two fights. He had the fight with Zod, and then he had the fight with, like, the 2-versus-1 fight in Smallville. Yo, those were just, like, so, like, epic, so well, like, sequenced. This was just... I don't know, man. It just wasn't that great. That's basically what it comes down to. It left me wanting more. Oh, so much potential there. And Zack Snyder just shitted on it, man. So Zack Snyder has one decent movie, and that's Man of Steel. Everything else is 300, garbage. 300, Rise of the Empire, garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, what other fucking movies he had? He had, like, basically they're all... Like, if he had any other movie... Oh, yeah, Sucker Punch. Fucking garbage. You know what I'm saying? That's his resume. 300, Rise of the Empire, and Sucker Punch. And then, you know, Man of Steel. Man of Steel was actually, like, pretty good. So... I don't know, man. And like, they put those, you know, the Justice League cameos in there. You know, they get like some magical fucking letter from like Neverland, you know, like saying, showing Flash, fucking Aquaman, and whatever the third member is. I don't know. I'm not into like big into like the DC comics. I'm not a avid comic book reader. But whatever the fucking third member, he was like in pieces. He was like a cyborg or something. I don't know. Fucking whatever. So disappointing. That's my fucking review. I'd give it. I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Honestly, like there's potential there. Like the production value's there. The music is off. The editing is off, which I think is due to the fact that there's an unrated version coming. So they chopped it up to make it PG-13. But that's about it. That's my fucking review. Gay as fuck. I wasn't even really hyped for this movie. That's how you know this movie bad, when like you're not hyped and you still think it's mediocre as fuck. So one thing, like, you're hyped out of your fucking mind and you can't wait for a movie, and then you're just disappointed because your hype levels are through the fucking roof. I wasn't even expecting shit, and I was disappointed. So, well, deuces, motherfuckers. That's my review. Fucking 11.5 minutes. God damn.